Hi friends, and welcome to Math with Miss Morales. We are going to be doing a CGI word problem today. So today's learning objective is I can solve a CGI math word problem. We're going to be starting with a math warm-up, and today's math warm-up is a picture talk. So this is when I show you a picture and I want you to think about what do you see, what do you notice, are there any patterns? And for this picture talk, I know we've been talking about measuring objects, and I know with Miss Schoenfeld you've been talking about bigger than, greater than, and sizes. So I just want you to keep that in mind as you're looking at this picture. And of course, for the time, I'm going to play a timer with music in the background. So that gives us an idea of what 60 seconds is like. I'm going to show you our image, and I will play the timer now. All right, so time is up, and now I want to talk about what are some things that you might have thought about when you looked at this picture. So I can see that this is a picture of carrots, and there are different kinds of carrots. There are carrots of different colors. One thing you might have thought was there are 3 white carrots, and that these red purple carrots, they are smaller than all of the other carrots. You might have also thought that these red carrots, they're the only ones that have a red stem to them. They have a little bit of green, but it's mostly red. I hope you guys saw those things as well. And let me know if you saw anything different, anything else that I didn't cover. You can always comment on when I post the assignment if you want to share that you noticed something different. So now that we've done the CGI warm-up, it is now time for the CGI word problem. And this is our word problem. I'm going to read it once, and I want you to notice that I left blanks here. There are blank carrots growing in a garden. A bunny eats some. Now there are blank carrots left. How many carrots did the bunny eat? So now that I read this problem, I want to think about who or what this problem is about. And you can usually find that on the first sentence. So I want you to think, who or what is this problem about? Now, when I read this problem, when I look at the first sentence, it says there are blank carrots growing in a garden. A bunny eats them. I think that this problem is about carrots growing in a garden. So I would underline those words to help remind me what this problem is about. Now I'm going to add in the numbers for the next slide. And our problem is this. There are 10 carrots growing in a garden. A bunny eats some. Now there are 7 carrots left. How many carrots did the bunny eat? So now I added in the numbers, but I want you guys to think about what are the important numbers in this word problem? What are they? And on the next slide, I have them boxed. So our important numbers for this problem is 10 carrots and 7 carrots. So these are the two numbers that we have to solve the problem. Now that I know who the problem is about, what the important numbers are, I now need to know what am I going to do with this problem. Are we adding? Are we subtracting? What are we going to do? Now, there are some words that give us clues. And these words are very important because it tells us what kind of math we are doing. So I'm going to read our word problem one more time, and then we're going to talk about some clues, some key words that help us figure out what are we doing with the problem. There are 10 carrots growing in a garden. A bunny eats some. Now there are 7 carrots left. How many carrots did the bunny eat? So again, we're looking at some clue words. Let's think about our problem. What does it say? And we're thinking about what are we doing with it. So on the next slide, I have some key terms, some clues that help us find out what we are doing with the problem. And I highlighted the question, how many carrots did the bunny eat? So that's what we're figuring out at the end of the problem. Another thing that I highlighted is that the bunny eats some. So that gives me, especially the word eats, that gives me a very, very big hint that this is a subtraction problem. Because when you eat something, it goes away. So this is taking away. So the bunny eats some, and we know that there are 7 carrots left. Okay. And then we have the word some. This tells us that we don't know how much the bunny ate. So that's what we have to figure out when we solve this problem. So we said that this is a subtraction problem. So I just want to show you a way to write this problem. That is 7 minus 10 equals question mark. That's what we had to figure out. And I want us to think, is this the correct way to set up the problem? No, this is not the correct way to set up the problem because 7 is a smaller number than 10. And when we read our word problem, there are 10 carrots growing in the garden. A bunny eats some. Now there are 7 carrots left. This problem does not match our word problem. So that is wrong. We should not be writing this equation like this. Instead, this is how we should write it. We start off with 10 carrots. Then the bunny eats some. We don't know how many carrots the bunny eats. So we leave this blank, or you can put a question mark. And now we know that 10 minus blank equals 7 because there are 7 carrots left. So when you solve the problem, this is how it should be set up. The big number over here, we're finding this number, and then how many carrots are left goes here. So now it's your turn. You will have a chance to do the problem like this with different number choices. So the number choice that we started off with is 10 carrots, 7 carrots. Now there are 16 carrots growing in a garden. A bunny eats some. Now there are 6 carrots left. And then we have there are 20 carrots growing in a garden. A bunny eats some. Now there are 12 carrots left. And then a bonus one. You can choose any numbers that you want to subtract, but remember you're writing it in the same way as my word problem. Please let me know if you have any questions in doing this math. I will be happy to help anyone. So when you're done doing this math word problem, please turn in your work on your portfolio. You will turn it into 4/17 math lesson. And when that is all done, I want you to have a great weekend. I'll post more videos and lessons next week. Have a great one.